It's gonna be loud. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the garage. Today's the day the Squarebody gets its new exhaust. It's getting cutouts, glass packs, a custom Y pipe, and a box exit. So the truck is already up on jack stands with the old exhaust out. The old exhaust setup was 2.5 inch back to these knockoff Flowmaster 40s to axle dump. The new exhaust is going to be similar, but it's going to sound a lot better. Underneath the truck we have tons of room as soon as you get past the transmission crossmember. So the idea is come back, cut out right about there, come back, box exit. I've already cut a few pieces and made some pie cuts, so we're just gonna get started. So I did a bunch of math on the computer, and I got the first notch for the Y pipe cut. Now we're gonna make a paper copy to make the second one, so they're as close as we can get them. With it traced down there, now we just gotta cut it out. Whew. Man, that was a lot easier for you guys. Alright, now that we're this far along, we can talk a little bit about this geometry if you're trying to do this yourself. So what's going to drive all of your angles for cutting is going to be the difference between this pipe and this pipe. So the key angle you're going to use is going to be half the angle that you have between your two pipes. In my case, with a 30-degree Y, it's going to be 15 degrees. If you're doing a 45, it'd be 22.5, so on and so forth. All of your angle cuts are then going to be off of the center line of the pipe. So for this guy, we have our center line right here. This is 15 degrees back, and this one is 15 degrees up, making a 90-degree right here. Your other pipe is the same thing, just inverted cuts. So 15 degrees off the top, and then 15 degrees off the center. Once you get the angle cut on your insert piece, it might be kind of difficult to find center. With some quick math, we take half the diameter of our pipe, which would be 1.5 in this case, divided by cosine of our key angle, which is 15 for us, and this will give you the distance from the corner of your low spot to where you need to cut. So for us, that is 1.556. All right, enough math. Let's make some sparks. All right, both of the Y pipes are done. And they look pretty decent. Not bad for a first-time stainless steel MIG welder. With the Y pipes done, it's time to move on to the cutouts. There's two ways to hook these up, so let's take a look at them. Most cutout setups you'll see like this. You'll have your motor, your exhaust comes flying down. With the cutout closed, it flows normally straight through your muffler, but when the cutout's open, it can take and flow off to the side. The issue that you run into with this setup is as you get higher in the RPMs and you have more velocity in your airflow, it's going to start blowing right past your cutout and flowing through the muffler even though it has more resistance. So what I'm planning on doing is putting the cutout in the primary flow and having the muffler be off on the secondary. So when we have our cutout open and we're wide open throttle, we're getting flow straight out the cutouts. Alright, let's get these on the truck. I got a bunch of welding done, but I need a few more pie cuts, so we're going to drive out to the shop and cut them up. We've got pie cuts, we got our straight pieces, we got our mufflers, V-bands. This all just is going to become one. So the plan for the mufflers is V-bands, so we can change it out. And then we're going straight to an axle dump right after the muffler. The original plan was to do a box exit right here in front of the tire, But I don't know how loud these mufflers are gonna be, and I kind of need to keep my neighbors happy, so we're gonna stick with this for right now and do the box exit when I find a tip that I like. Well, clearly it's the next morning, and I think we're done welding. Just looking at these pipes sitting on the bench, man, they look good. So I'm gonna let the cutout dumps cool. We're gonna get the front half of the exhaust mounted up and figure out our exhaust hanger situation. This is the one part I didn't plan out, so hopefully it works out well. Might have to only do a back here hanger. I'll have to pop those on quick. I might have to get creative and like go through the floor pan. So I ended up just cutting the hanger off, giving it a little bend and bolting it up through the floor. All right, with the exhaust installed, it's time to move on to the cutouts. Huge thanks to Jags for sending these out. If you want to get a pair of yourself, you can check out the link in the description. This kit is the dual 3-inch exhaust kit, and it comes with everything you see here. We have 2 actuators and a full wiring kit. The wiring harness is fully plug and play. Supply 12-volt power and ground, plug in your actuators, and you're off to the races. Oh. I didn't break it. It's fine. So these cutouts are directional. That means that they have a hot side and a cold side. For these specific cutouts, they have a pinhole on the cold side, so you want to make sure you have that going out to your exit. Gaskets would be a good idea. Wiring up this kit is pretty simple. It comes with an inline fuse that's already installed, so all you have to do is hook it up to power. All right, everything's hooked up. Let's get this thing on the ground and fire it up. All right, so this is first fire up with the cutouts closed. Are they open? So I've been driving the truck around for a few days, and as amazing as it sounds, it's just too loud. So the mufflers are a 3-inch Enforcer glass pack, and they're the same muffler that I have on my Sierra. Well, kind of. The mufflers here are a little bit longer, but it's basically the same thing. So let's do a little comparison. So both trucks have long tubes and no cats. The Sierra just has a little bit more pipe with a longer muffler. The Sierra does have a 4.8, so a little bit bigger motor probably makes it a little bit louder as well. I'm going to get another set of mufflers, and then we'll redo the back half of the exhaust, and then we'll actually put in the box exit. This bumper's going soon too. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and let's LS swap the world.